friends, and welcome back to another little video. In today's video, I am going to show you a tutorial on how to make this hexagon shape out of crochet, and I am doing so because I'm using this shape in my brand new pattern. So I have a couple more examples to show you here. As you can see, they're just so beautiful for fall. I'm so excited to show you the finished product, but for today, just the hexagon. Kind of looks like a little flower to me. Yeah, so I'm really excited. Let's jump in. Okay, so to make my hexagon, I'm going to start with a slip knot. Grab my hook. Okay, and then a chain 4. Perfect. And now I'm going to have to insert my hook into my very first chain and yarn over and pull through both. Okay, so slip stitch into that very first chain there. Okay, so now in between my 4 little chains, there's a little space, right? So I'm going to chain 10. 8, 9, 10, and then do a double treble crochet into that space. Okay, so I wrapped my yarn around my hook 3 times, and now I'm going to insert it into that little space in the middle. Okay, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2, and again. Okay, so there it is. This is the first little bit. So now what I'm going to do is chain 6, double treble crochet, chain 6, double treble crochet, etc., etc. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and then insert my hook back into that space between the 3 chains. Okay. And then every time I yarn over and pull through, I will be pulling through only 2 loops. Okay, and then I continue until I just have 1 little loop on my hook. Okay, so we are going to repeat this until I have 5 of these double treble crochets, and then we can join our little circle together. Okay, so now I have done 5 double treble crochets, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to chain 6 one more time. And now I'm going to slip stitch into the 5th chain from the beginning, right? So remember how at the start we chained 10. So now I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch into the 5th one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's that little guy right there. Okay, so slip stitch. Perfect. And now chain 3. Okay, so the next part of this is I'm not turning my work here. I'm just going to yarn over, and I'm going to do 2 more double crochets into that chain that I slip stitched into. Okay, so I'm going to work a double crochet, and I'm actually just going to catch that little loop and insert my hook through both and work into that slip stitch. Okay, and then another one. Right into that slip stitch Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to go around, and in every chain space, I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch. Okay, and then in every double treble crochet, I'm going to do 3 double crochets, 4 chains, 3 double crochets. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So insert your hook into that double treble crochet and do 3 double crochets, always working into that same stitch. Okay, perfect. So now chain 4, and now another 3 double crochets into that same space. Perfect. Okay, there you go. 3 double crochet, chain 4, 3 double crochet. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the chain space and repeat the same thing across until I reach where I started. Okay, so once I get there, I'll resume the video and then show you what to do. Okay, so keep going all the way around. In the chain spaces, you're doing a slip stitch, and into the double treble crochet, you're doing 3 double crochets, 4 chains, 3 double crochets, all into that same little spot. All right, so I have gone almost all the way around, and I have one more chain space left. I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch in that one. And then in that same one where we did our first 2 double crochets, in that same slip stitch from the beginning, I am going to work 3 more double crochets. So inserting your hook into that same one. Okay, and one more. Putting my hook into that same spot there. Perfect. And now chain 4. And now we are going to have to join this together to make it look like all the other ones. So I'm going to go to my very first stitch here. Remember how we did chain 3? And in that 3rd chain, I am going to slip stitch. Okay, there you go. Now chain 4, and go ahead and slip stitch in the slip stitch from last round. Okay, so skip all this stuff and right into that slip stitch, insert your hook and pull through. Okay, so then I'm going to skip until the next chain space, and here it is. In that chain space, I'm going to do a treble crochet, and then 4 double crochets. So let's start with that. So a treble crochet, okay, in that chain space at the top, then a double crochet. Well, actually 4 double crochets. So here's 1, here's 2, 3, 4. Whoops, oh no. Okay, so I have done my treble, and 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. Now I'm going to chain 4, and in that same chain space, do 4 more doubles, 1 more treble. Okay, so chain 4, 4 double crochets in the same space. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there they are. And then 1 more treble crochet. So that is 2 yarn overs into that same space. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to go around and basically do this over and over again until I reach where I started, which was right over here. So in every slip stitch from last round, I'm going to slip stitch again, and then in every chain space from last round, I'm going to do treble crochet, 4 double crochets, 4 chains, 4 double crochets, and 1 more treble crochet. Alright guys, so I have gone around and I stopped at the very last chain space. I did my treble, and then I did my 4 double crochets, and then my chain 4. So basically here's the deal. That 4 chain that we did at the very beginning, that is going to replace the last treble crochet in this chain space. Okay, so after 4 chains, all you have to do is 4 double crochets and then insert your hook into that stitch there. Okay, so let's finish our 4 double crochets and I'll show you how to change colors for the very last row. So 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and 4 double crochet. Okay, so now these 4 chains, they replace that treble crochet. I'm going to look for my slip stitch. So right here is where it is. I'm going to insert my hook into my slip stitch, and then I'm going to yarn over with my new color. Okay, I had it all ready. I swear. Okay, so here's my brand new color, and now instead of finishing the slip stitch with my old color, I'm going to yarn over and pull through with my new color through both of my loops. Okay, perfect. Chain 1 with my new color. There it is. In the first single, or in the first stitch here, I'm going to do a single crochet, and then another single crochet across, so 5 single crochets, but then in the 5th one I'm going to do a picket. Okay, and then last one. Okay, to do the picket, I'm going to chain 4 after I already completed my single crochets, and then I'm going to insert my hook into the very bottom part of my single crochet stitch. Okay, so insert your hook in there under both loops and then yarn over, pull through all the loops on your hook. Basically a picket is just like this little decorative element here. That's all. Okay, in the chain space I'm going to single crochet and then chain 5 and then single crochet in the chain space again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then single crochet in the same chain space again. And this basically is going to make like a slightly bigger picket just out of like chains. Again, decorative element here. And then in the first stitch here, in the first double crochet, I'm going to single crochet like normal and then do another picket there. So here's my single crochet and then chain 4 for the picket, and then insert your hook into the 2 loops that make up the single crochet and pull through everything. Okay, there he is. Now single crochet 4 times, and in that slip stitch again. Okay, so single crochet 1, single crochet 2, 3, whoops, and 4, slip stitch in the slip stitch, and then once again 4 single crochets, another single crochet with a picket on top, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet in that chain space, and in the next one single crochet with a picket, and then 4 regulars, and then etc., etc. Okay, so you're basically just going to go all the way around, and then when you get to your very first chain, you'll slip stitch into that first chain, and that will be the end. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way around until right over here, the end, and I'll meet you there. Okay. All right, so here I am at the end, almost at the end. In this stitch here, I'm still going to do a single crochet, and then in my very last stitch here, I'm going to slip stitch into my new color. Okay, there you go. And now you're good to cut your yarns and pull this through. You're good to go. Okay, and then at the back you can pull on all the little strands to tighten it. There you are. All done.